Welcome to the Podcast Daily. We are kicking it off on a Freaky Friday with a new starting quarterback. I guess that hasn't been officially announced, but I am Austin Ward. That is Devin Brown. And interesting, I guess it never slows down for an Ohio State quarterback of any spot on the depth chart, but the last couple of weeks have been probably a new experience even for you guys.
Definitely. It's been, a turn of tables, and it's not even close to what it was.
So what has this, if you expand it out beyond just the last couple of weeks and things changing and getting ready for the Cotton Bowl, we can get to some of that stuff in Dallas. When you look at the way this whole year transpired for you and a position battle, an injury, it's probably not been the way you envisioned. Mm-hmm. How would you evaluate the experience as a whole?
I mean, I think that's college football. You never know what's going to happen. You never really have a crystal ball for exactly what's going to happen. But it was a good learning opportunity for me. I felt like I grew as a leader, grew as a player, and just got to keep going.
I can't speak for you. You probably felt like maybe there was some momentum coming in October. We saw the red zone package. It's like maybe there's more things for you to do. Mm-hmm. And then the injury strikes. How does a competitor like yourself respond to a moment like that where you probably just thought that this is what I earned, this is coming, and then it was taken away like that. That's how life works.
Yeah.
But I mean, how did you respond in the moment? How have you handled it since?
Yeah, it sucked. When they told me what it was, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound bad. But then I realized the name of the injury was a lot different than what it really was. So, I was pissed. I was frustrated and just wanted to do everything I could to, come back out and get out there as fast as I could. And then kind of retweaked it in warm-ups, doing back pedals and just kind of tweaked it again. So I was just pissed. I wanted to do everything I can to go out there and help this team win. And I felt like that was a great role for me to get out there and help our team score in the red zone.
Did you think in the moment like that's it for this year? Because it looked bad. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it felt bad. I'm sure it felt bad.
Yeah, it didn't feel
But
great.
even hearing about it, it probably did that register in your mind? Well, that's it. This is the year.
No, there was never really a moment like that for me. When I got the X-rays, as soon as I came into the training room right after it happened, it felt like good news, and I felt like, all right, yeah, I'm good. I'm going to be able to come back.
So when you have an opportunity like this, and you and Kyle had a great relationship. We've talked about that all the way going back to last year before the Peach Bowl, that you guys wanted to compete. You were good friends. So this maybe is not the ideal way that you wanted to get the job, potentially. Mm-hmm. Again, Ryan Day's not said that publicly, and you don't have to speak for that. But I assume that you'll start the Cotton Bowl. Is there anything bittersweet about the way that it played out, or is this just, again, like you said, the business of college football now?
Yeah, it is really just the business of college football now, and everybody's got to do what's best for them. But, I really would have liked to start the season. That's what would have been the goal.
Sure.
And,
yeah.
I wouldn't say it's bittersweet to think that I'm starting because of that. I definitely would have liked to earn it, but I also still feel like I have earned this moment, and I've worked hard for this, so it's exciting.
When you pick a meme to use on social media, what's the process? How many possible options are out there?
That was just something like I've always heard throughout high school. My strength coach in high school used to say that to me too. And I feel like I'm never really on social media like that. I'll come on and just put a post and then just delete it off my phone or something.
You disappear forever.
I'll just go delete it off my phone or something because I don't like to look at stuff. But I feel like sometimes it's kind of funny to put that out there and get people's reactions. But it was more so just, there's a lot of people questioning what I was doing, people thinking I'm leaving and stuff like that. And I've always been committed to being an Ohio State Buckeye and, doing everything I can to compete and win the job here.
When you guys figure out and find out, I know this is not the game that you had targeted to play in, but then it also gets really complicated with the whole month of holidays and seeing family and spending the 25th in Dallas. What did you think about the schedule for this month, the opportunity, if you want to look at it that way, of being together on the 25th, figuring out your own travel plans? How complicated is it as a player?
It's kind of nuts, but luckily we have a good staff here that kind of figures out all travel stuff, and we get to go home a little bit before Christmas and spend time with family. And then, after the game too, we go home and do that. I would have liked to play in the Fiesta Bowl. Would have been pretty fun, being home. But it's going to be a great matchup in Dallas at AT&T Stadium. What an incredible event that's going to be.
Is there a gift exchange in the quarterback room, Secret Santa?
No, we didn't do anything last year. I think Coach Dennis was talking about going over to his house and making gingerbread houses or something with his kids. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know. You've got the good design in mind if you get to do that?
I wouldn't say I'm very creative with stuff like that.
All right. Just on social media every 6 months or so.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I know you're looking forward to that opportunity in the Cotton Bowl. It's a big one for you. So we'll be watching to see how this month transpires. Is everything okay with The foot right now? 100%?
Yeah,
Okay, right.
everything's good. At practice, I'm doing everything and not sitting out of anything.
Right, so big opportunity coming for Devin Brown. We appreciate him joining us on the podcast daily.
Thank you.
All right, joined now by Ohio State cornerback Denzel Burke. He had that year 3 bounce back that we talked about all year, exactly what you were hoping to build on in this offseason. So I know it didn't end the way you wanted, Denzel, but you look back at the body of the work for yourself. Do you feel satisfied? Do you feel validated, or is there still just a hole because of the way it ended?
The season and how we wanted to end. I obviously wanted to beat the team up north and compete for a Big Ten and compete for a national championship. But for me individually, I did everything I said I was gonna do, and for myself, like I'm proud of myself for my bounce back, and just going on the field and doing what I know I can do always, and just putting it on film, and we brought BIA back, and I'm happy.
You know that when we get on the podcast, we're not trying to just talk nothing but ball with you. Mm-hmm. So we can move past that. When you get ready for the holiday season around the bowl and an opportunity to get home and maybe see your family, like I imagine this month is just like a logistical nightmare. Mm-hmm. What all do you have to balance? Because you're trying to play, you're going to play in the Cotton Bowl. Yeah. You're going to go see family. Then you fly back out to Dallas. Like, I know that there's a lot of help to put it in place, but that's a lot to juggle.
Yeah, it's tough, man. It's just, finding that balance, finding that time management, to ease off some of the things that, that we didn't get done. And, the fact that, we got to practice, travel home, Christmas, come back and practice again, play a game on the 29th. It's just kind of, a testament to, what it is, what it means to be a pro. And, this is the perfect place for it. And it just helps you, develops you for the next moment at a higher level.
So who's handling all the Christmas shopping for you? Are you done? You're getting some help?
I'm a grown man now, so I got to get some Christmas presents for my family and, make sure everyone, they feels the love that they give me, just make sure it's reciprocated.
Now, I remember when you got back after going to go see the family over the summer, like, some of the home cooking there, a family meal with Canes after your baptism. Like, what do you have planned when you get home?
Man, my mom's cooking. Haven't had her food in forever. So I'm really excited to eat her food and, share the moments with her, share the moments with my family members, celebrate, because at the end of the day, I got to make a big decision. And, whatever I do, it should be happy for me.
So you don't have to rehash what you're thinking about. I'm not going to ask you because you get asked about it by probably every person you meet. But that falls into this busy December for you. Mm-hmm. And I just have to think that, like, A, it gets annoying to be asked about it by me or anybody else in the media or someone walking around campus. B, I think it would be hard just to get it out of my mind. So, like, how are you handling that part?
Really, it's kind of tough. Because everyone has their opinions, and sometimes you got to put your foot down and let people know that, like, this is my decision at the end of the day and what's best for myself and my future, and eventually for you guys too. And
just tell us to be patient.
Just be patient. Just be patient. But I'm just taking it day by day, and I'm excited for the decision.
Yeah, when you think about this next opportunity. Again, it's not the one that you guys wanted. You certainly want to make the best out of it. You made that clear. How quickly have you been able to process what you didn't accomplish a couple of weeks ago with, okay, well, this is what we're doing now. This is the situation we're in.
Yeah, for me, especially for me, I'm really excited for this game going into the season, end of the season. SEC opponent, good group of receivers, probably going to be the best group of receivers I've seen all year. So it's a good game for me to put on film. And, yeah.
Anything where you guys hear that Christmas is going to be spent in Dallas, you're like, was there initial, like, what the heck is up with that? Or let's embrace that, like, the brotherhood is together on Christmas. Maybe there's a silver lining there.
It's kind of horrible, to be honest with you. Like, who doesn't want to be home on Christmas?
That's right.
And, even last year for me, I didn't get to spend Christmas. I missed a couple flights, got there like the day before Christmas. Mm-hmm. And then I had to leave Christmas morning. So it's going to be back-to-back years, and I didn't really get to spend Christmas with my fam. So it is what it is.
Well, at least there's a Cotton Bowl still waiting there, and Denzel Burke is going to play in it. He's going to make the best of that opportunity. We appreciate him joining us again on the podcast daily. Thanks to Denzel. All right, welcome back to the Podcast Daily to talk now with returning Ohio State linebacker Cody Simon. And I had to joke with him, like, that's got to be, I don't know, the most anticlimactic announcement of a return that I've ever heard.
Yeah, no, I'm not really big on the attention side, and I figured I just want to make the announcement because I want to let everybody know. And I don't really feel like doing a big spectacle, but some people do, but it wasn't really me.
I mean, you said that the timeline, as we're talking right here, it's the middle of the week, early in the week. You're still not heading down to the Dallas for the Cotton Bowl yet, but you said you've had this decision in mind for a week. And so we thought that might happen, but nobody was publicly confirming it, and you didn't. You're just no graphic, no video, nothing.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of decisions that go into making that decision. And it's a really life-changing decision. So, I mean, I wanted to take my time and talk to my coaches, talk to my family, and everything. And I really believe I made the right decision. And I'm so happy to be able to come back with my teammates and have another ride at this guy.
So, when you sat down and thought about it, you don't have to go through the whole timeline, the whole decision-making process, but was there one thing more than anything else that stuck in your mind that tipped the scales this way?
Yeah, I mean, probably the biggest thing was having time that I would be having that time on the table, you know, and you don't want to regret not exhausting all your options. And I think college football is so it's such a great moment, and you want to hold on to that moment forever. And I wouldn't want to, leave while I still had time to be able to accomplish my team goals and my personal goals. And it's definitely a tough decision because the NFL is a next big step, but there's a lot of things that I want to accomplish here.
How much of that, Cody, was you look back at, you're thinking about maybe your career as a whole, and it's shaping up to be a very weird journey with a lot of starts and then accepting a different role, having an injury, coming off the bench, finding a way this year. It's kind of worked in reverse, but now it's going to finish back potentially on a high note as you come back. What has the journey felt like to you? Because watching it from the outside, it's like this guy has had a bunch of highs. He's dealt with some adversity. There is still a chance now to get the ending that he truly wants, but I don't know, did that match up with what you thought about it? Does it feel like it worked in a different way than you expected?
Yeah, no, the journey's been very ups and downs, and exactly how you said. But I think it never really goes how you really imagine it to go, and so I'm just thankful that I have the opportunity to take another opportunity or another chance at another season. So, I'm not really worried about how I've played in the past or how I've done in the past. I'm really just looking forward to the future with my teammates and all the other guys who are going to return. And I'm just excited for what can come because there's so much we can accomplish next year.
When you guys find out that you're going to spend Christmas together in Dallas, A, I know it's not what you wanted. B, it sounds like a little bit of a logistical nightmare to go see family, then go to Dallas and everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's been easy or not for you. But when you guys hear that that's the next step in the journey, what's the reaction from you, from your family, as you try and wrap your mind around December?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think our staff and our coaches do a great job of just making any situation very viable for us and as catering to us as possible. And I think we got one of the better non-playoff bowls to go to. So, we just know that it doesn't really matter who we line up against. We have to give everything we can, and a lot of our guys who are going to play, we're really hyped up for this game, and we're going to go out and give everything we can because if we can end off this season on a high note, it just propels us to next season and gives us a better start.
Is there a linebacker gift exchange or secret Santa or white elephant? What's going on in the room? You guys give presents in there?
We didn't even think about that. There could be. We could do that.
All right. Well, I'll give you an idea. There's still some time.
Yeah, there is still time. We haven't thought of anything like that, but because we are going to be down there for Christmas, I guess we should do something like that. Yeah.
What about the rest of the family? Have you done Christmas shopping? Are you ready for what's coming there when you get to go home next week?
Yeah, I've done some Christmas shopping, and it's going to be weird because I might do a Christmas before Christmas and a Christmas after Christmas. So,
well, that's the best of both worlds.
Exactly. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and I've gotten a couple stuff for each of my family members, so we'll see.
All right. Well, we don't have to give that away. What's the thing that you're most looking forward to eating around the holiday season?
Well, we'll be in Dallas, so it'll be a surprise, I guess. I don't really know. Yeah.
All right. What would you normally like for a Christmas meal?
Man, I think my mom makes some some good mac and cheese and some nice chicken. She has her own little twist on chicken, but
All right.
it's good. When I get home, she'll make some for me, and I'll be happy.
All right, you'll get that, and then the Cotton Bowl will take care of the rest. And
100%.
there's a game 4 days after that, which we're all looking forward to. And Cody Simon will be playing in it as he gets ready to return to Ohio State for one more year. Congrats on your decision. Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to covering you for one more year, Cody.
I appreciate it. Me too.
All right, joined now by Jordan Hancock. Somehow, and he's not going to have to say anything about this, but I will. I thought it was the most egregious snub on the All Big Ten team that I've ever seen. Ohio State defensive back Jordan Hancock. I mean, yeah, you don't have to talk about those voters. I'll just do it for you. That was ridiculous. But as a competitor, I'm sure that stung just a little bit.
Yeah, it stung. You know, we set out our goals at the beginning of the year, individual and team goals, just to not come up on the happy side of it. It was kind of disappointing, but future's bright though. I let everyone know in the country that I can be a top defensive player in the country, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I know NFL talent evaluators have taken notice of that. You've got a big decision, a busy December. You don't have to take us through that process. I'm sure it just gets, I don't know, annoying to hear so many people ask you about it, doesn't it?
I mean, a little bit. I like the idea of both. Just I feel like every day my answer changes kind of deal, so I'm just going about that.
So when you work through that and you want to play in the Cotton Bowl, what's the challenge of, to me, I think it'd be hard, like people asking me about career moves every day and like also thinking about it, like, and you're saying it changes every day. Are there times that you're able to ever tune that fully out of your brain and like, all right, let's just focus on the Cotton Bowl or school or whatever else?
Yeah, right now I'm really focused on finals. Like I'm trying to get all A's and B's right now, so I'm really focused on finals and then bowl prep. You know, we got a good team to worry about, so everything's on my mind a little bit. Not the decision for real, just getting this W. That's what's on my mind.
What finals are on deck this week?
I got an English final. I just finished my English final.
Okay.
And so that was written paper. And so,
What are we writing about?
kind of like identity, like male identity and stuff like that. So yeah, just learning about that right now. But I just finished it. I did good. So.
All right, good. So A's and B's, then that means you can play in the Cotton Bowl. You got
Yes,
to
sir.
earn that right.
Yes, sir.
I think sometimes people forget, even me covering it, like December, for you specifically, it's a Cotton Bowl. It's an NFL decision. It is finals. You want to go see your family for Christmas, like getting out early next week. Like this month is probably a logistical nightmare.
It's a lot. There's a lot going on, going home, dealing with family and stuff like that. But I like it up here. I like the Columbus, the school, just the coaches and the environment over here.
So you get to go home and see the family. Then have you done all your Christmas shopping? Are you prepared?
I did all my Christmas shopping, so
Okay.
I'm all good on that.
All right, well, what's going to be the best part of being around the family? What do you guys like to do? What do you want to do next week?
Dang, really just making cookies for Santa. That's
Okay.
probably my favorite thing. But other than that, I'll probably be watching a lot of film, just getting prepared for the game for real. So.
I can't believe Santa's going to the Gaylord Opry this year, whatever
For
it's
real?
called in Dallas. Whatever it is in Dallas, the team hotel.
Yep.
I mean, that'll be an interesting and new experience for a lot of you all. Like, I know it's probably not where you ideally want to be, but is it anything cool that you guys get to spend it together? The Cotton Bowl's going to try and roll out some, red carpet for you and Santa and everybody else.
So I'm not sure, but I know like Santa's just everything.
Yeah.
I think our first day over there is the first day, or it's Christmas.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. I like spending it with my teammates anyways. I see those guys. I go to war with those guys every day. So it's gonna be fun.
Are there presents for those guys too? Or
Oh,
no
nah,
present
they
exchange?
didn't-
They didn't earn it.
They
this
got
year.
the equipment room to go to the presents for. So
Yeah, well, there is going to be a lot of new Cotton Bowl merch for you guys down there. Nike Claus usually does it pretty well too.
That's
so,
good.
all right, you get ready here. You've had this year. We talked about it, especially after that Rutgers game, how valuable you came to the secondary. Setting aside the team stuff that happened in the big house, the year that you had, how validating was it? Was it what you expected? Was it better when you put the 12-game sort of sample there in the evaluation? How did it turn out?
it turned out real well in making plays, forcing fumbles, interceptions, scoring touchdowns, covering some of the main dudes on the team. I had a lot of stuff on my plate this year, but I feel like I handled it well, and just my resume this year is going to be really good.
All right, well, there's one more opportunity for Jordan Hancock to add to it. Maybe some Big Ten voters can get a sneak peek at what they missed this year when they were not watching the film, but that opportunity will be coming against Missouri. The Buckeyes leave next week to get to Dallas, and so appreciate Jordan Hancock,
Sure,
Devin Brown, Denzel Burke, everybody else, Cody Simon joining us for a special edition of the Podcast Daily on a Freaky Friday. For Jordan Hancock, I'm Austin Ward. We'll talk to you later.